Welcome to r/entitled people, where we share stories from your lives about people who think the rules don't apply to them and they should get what they want. Thank you, friends, for subscribing to the channel and for so many likes. And today we have two great stories, so subscribe, hit the like button, and let's begin. The first story, Predator Movie Drama, a courtroom showdown with an entitled aunt. The second story, Escaping the Chaos, a journey from job stress to peace and freedom. The first story is Predator Sounds and 20K Lawsuits. I won't lie, I find this rather funny. Recently, my friends and I have been playing Predator Hunting Grounds, and I've become interested in watching the Predator movies. As such, I've rented the entire series so I can watch them. Cast: EM, horrid cousin of my fantastic mom. Can't seem to understand the MPAA rating. ED, horrid cousin's husband, currently baffled by my text tone. Me, a 22 male that was ready to punt a child. M, my fantastic mother. Dad, my father, currently laughing his A off. EC1, entitled child, not relevant. EC2, second verse, same as the first. EC3, possibly traumatized, the child in question. The shenaniganery. This Sunday, my mom told us that she invited EM and ED to come visit. Me, cool, are they bringing their kids? M, yes, that won't be an issue, will it? Me, hope not. Yeah, right, huh? By this point, I'd started the movie Predators and had closed my door. Partway through, I heard them arrive and decided to stay in my room. I wanted to watch my movie, and Super Mormons weren't gonna like it. A little while later, I heard my door open. I hit pause. Me, you ever heard of knocking? EC3, I want to watch TV. Me, not only no, I'm watching my movie on my setup. You need to leave my room now. EC3, screeches in eldritch horror and storms off. Me, F. I make my way upstairs to avoid being shouted for. As soon as I enter the living room, I get bombarded. EM, what is this about you telling my child that they can't watch TV? Me, firstly, they barged into my room, and yes, my door was closed. Secondly, yes, I told them that they couldn't watch TV on my computer. I'm already watching something, and I don't like others using my computer. EM, just let him watch TV. He can finish your movie with you. Me, that's a very bad idea. Like 10 out of 10 bad idea. ED, geez, are you slow or something? Just do what she said. Me internally, I'm about to cause an issue. Full send. Fine, only if you're sure. EM, yes. Me, okay then. EC1, EC2, and EC3 all get the same look of smugness. I make my way back downstairs, and EC3 is going on about how he wants to watch all these children's shows. I just keep my mouth shut. I didn't want to teach him any new words. Upon reaching my room, I pull up a spare chair for him. I sit in my chair and hit play. A little bit of time passes, and EC3 is looking a bit scared. Hitting pause. Me, last chance, you really want to be here? EC3, don't make me tell my mom on you. Hits play. By about this point, the protagonists enter an abandoned drill. They soon found out that the guy that led them is betraying them. The main character then attracts the predators to the drill. I'm keeping an eye on both the screen and EC3. He had only heard the sound of the predators and was starting to freak out. By now, the predators appear. The betrayer then destroyed by one predator. EC3 freaked out. He shot out the door and right up the stairs. Hitting pause, I follow at a leisurely pace. Upon hitting the top, I start getting yelled at by EM. EM, how dare you do this to my baby? You're a horrible person to watch something so horrid. I demand that you make it right immediately. Me, excuse the hell out of me? You demanded that I let your child watch my movie. EM, you never said that it was inappropriate. M, I'm shocked that you would let your son watch something like that. Me, snaps inside. If I'm not mistaken, you and your husband ED dismissed me saying it was a bad idea, and you leave my mother out of it, so help me God. About 5 seconds of pure silence ensues, only to be broken by my phone going off. As my text tone fills the room on full volume, EC3 freezes in fear. The predator's sound filled the room. Unfreezing, EC3 breaks down crying. My dad starts laughing. EM, well, I never. ED, how did he? They then left. That's all for now. Update Part 2. Reminder of who's who. Me, a now 23 male that struggled to keep a straight face. M, me mama. D, my bad A dad. EM, horrid cousin of my fantastic mother. Doesn't seem to be very bright. ED, Husband of EM, idiot, even dimmer than wife. EC1, eldest entitled child, didn't give a D. EC2, a reforming entitled child, took my side surprisingly. EC3, the youngest entitled child, the one in question. R, random dude, served papers. PA, plaintiff attorney, got paid. DA, defense attorney, took my case on pro bono. J, Judge J. What happened? Shortly after what happened during their last day, I had hoped that they'd live and let be. I was wrong. After a week or so, I was doing online classes when I heard the doorbell go off. I went to go answer the door. Me opening door. How may I help you? R, are you OP? Me, no, this is Patrick. R, where can I find him? Me, sorry, English 1010 is getting on my nerves. I am he. Oh, good luck with the college courses. I'm here to give you these. Offers an envelope. Me takes it. Okay, this is what exactly? R, you've been served. All the details are enclosed. Sign here. Me, well, SH on a stick. Signs the delivered sheet. R promptly sawed it off. I immediately went back to my computer and looked up defense attorneys near me. After sorting through the decently large list of civil defense lawyers, I called some up to see what their rates were. Quite a few of them thought I was full of it. Can't say I blame them, honestly. After some time, I found someone that took me seriously. DA, DA's firm, how can we unscrew you? Me, hey, so here's my situation. Gives him the bones of the story. So yeah. DA, oh dang, this is certainly an interesting case. Me, yeah, are you willing to take it? DA, possibly, just come down to my office. I have a few questions I need to prepare before I can commit to taking your case. Me, totally get it. How does date and time work? DA, not so good. You said you live in town, right? Me, yeah? DA, I'm in SLC. Would today work? In like an hour? Me, yeah, I don't have anything going on today. I'll be there. DA, great, see you soon. I immediately throw on shoes and grab my keys. After an hour-ish drive, I found myself in DA's office. DA, thanks for being willing to meet so soon. I just wanted to go over what you told me over the phone. And do you have the documents with you by chance? Me, yeah, here's the papers. Hands them over and goes over the story again. DA, okay, I actually believe you. Looking through these documents, their version of the story has a few differences on who instigated. Do you have any witnesses that could help? Me, both my parents and EC 1 through 3 were there, but I'm not sure about their kid. I also have the receipt from Amazon for the rental. DA, perfect. The last thing is cost. Cost for situations like this usually end up around $2,300. Do you have any circumstances that you think I should be aware of? Me, aside from full-time work and school, not really. DA, both work and school? Are your parents helping you with your college at all? Me, while I'm sure they would love to, they aren't in the position to do so. I wouldn't take their help anyway. They do enough for me as is. DA, are you interested in countersuing? Me, not really. I'm just hoping that this doesn't go their way. DA gives better offer than I could have hoped for. Me, shocked. Thank you, sir. I appreciate your generosity in this strange case. For the next hour or so, DA gave me the whole rundown on what was going to happen. I just let DA handle the whole thing. I just rode the time out. Day of reckoning. After a couple of months, the day came. I got all dolled up with a suit and tie, hopped in my car, and screamed the entire drive to the courthouse. Side note, very helpful to release the nerves for this sort of thing. Just finish the screaming before you arrive. After getting in, I was flagged down by DA. DA, so Judge J is presiding over this case. Me, that's not good. Small town. You know all the judges and their reputations even if you don't get in legal trouble. DA, we should be fine, just let me do my job. We then head inside the courtroom. The usual proceedings pass and they call EM as their first witness. Beware the paraphrasing, it was quite dull. PA, EM, did Doc expose your child to an inappropriate film? EM, yes, and he didn't say anything about him being sorry. DA, did you ask any questions about the film? Yes or no, please. EM, no. DA, did Doc try to dissuade you in having him let EC3 watch the movie? Again, yes or no, please. EM, yes. I see PA facepalm hard. PA then called the rest of their family. After their examination and DA's cross-examination, they were dismissed. Then it was our turn to call witnesses. DA called me to the stand first. DA, OP, tell us what movie you were watching. Me, Predators, the third Predator movie. DA, tell us, what is the rating of this movie? Me, it's rated R, which is why I initially objected to EM's demand to letting EC3 watch. DA, Why did you object to begin with? Me. I figured it would be as gory, if not more than, as the first two. DA. So why did you give in to EM's demand that EC3 watch with you? Me. I had no clue what EM deemed appropriate for her child. DA. Why didn't you tell her what movie you were watching? Me. I tried to, but EM wasn't hearing it, and ED started questioning my mental aptitude. DA. So in other words, they didn't care. Me. That's how it appeared to me. DA. That's all the questions I have for now, Your Honor. Me. Good God. This is both the most bored and tense I've been. I hope that PA doesn't ring me out. PA. Doc, would you let an 8-year-old watch the movie you were watching? Me. No, I wouldn't willingly. PA. Did you let him watch the movie, yes or no, please? Me. Yes, but unwillingly. PA. Only yes or no. Please restate the answer to the question. Me. Yes, but unwillingly. PA. Your Honor, please direct the witness to not be belligerent and to follow the directions given to him. J. Doc, do you know what contempt of court is? Me. Yes, Your Honor, but I've been instructed to tell the whole truth. I wouldn't be giving the whole truth. J. Carry on then. PA. No further questions, Your Honor. J. Defense? DA. No questions, Your Honor. J. Any other witnesses you'd like to call? DA. No, Your Honor. PA went through his closing argument, and to say that Judge J seemed unmoved would be an understatement. DA just referenced the whole trial with how their stories didn't carry the same tune, and how it was their fault for not asking the necessary questions. Verdict. The jury left and did what juries do. They later came back with the not effed verdict for the suit. EM stands and starts shouting, "You have to be kidding me. The jury was clearly rigged. I demand a retrial." J. Ma'am, if you do not sit down and remain silent, I will hold you in contempt of court. She immediately sat down. This jury's integrity should not be questioned by someone like you. You're lucky that OP hasn't filed a countersuit against you. You're to pay his court fees. Fallout. While I wish I could claim she got arrested or the like, I can't. EM stormed off, and we haven't heard from her since. The second story is life in peace now after I left my job. When the world first started going crazy and a few months passed, to be precise 6 months, and job wasn't getting any easier. I was working as a junior programmer, and to make things even more difficult, I was the only one programmer there. I wasn't just a programmer there. Later on, I would have to administrate a server and give tech support, and also control the quality of a friend's work on educational games with Adobe Flash. Time was too short for me to accomplish every task. I tried to do my best without actually thinking about myself and how this was affecting me, physically and emotionally. The last thing I remember from this was me trying to eat but not being able to do it properly because I was very stressed and started crying while eating. Later on, the first announcement of returning back to offices was made. Our area boss told us to come back, for which we, my friend and I, replied that we were doing our job properly remotely, and that we also were afraid of going back to the office. He replied, "Okay, we're still going back tomorrow." That was the last thing they could do to me in my will to help them. That day I wrote an unrevocable resignation letter, and the next day we all went back to the office, also me and my letter. I handed it to the superior boss, whom accepted it without any problems, and I left. It didn't end there, obviously. My area boss began to call me and text me, just to try to convince me to go back. He told me he was thinking of me to give me his position as an area boss, but none of his words would convince me at all. I was so done with him that I was just waiting for him to stop talking and reject every offer he could give me. In addition to it, and to give you more context, my family has a store, and my plan was to work there after I quit the job. My area boss guessed that was my plan and told me, "What are you going to do? Work at your family store? How much are you willing to earn?" That just convinced me more of going away from them, and I did. Any feeling of trying to help them was gone, but just because a little piece of it, I did help them with a server which, oh surprise, got broken by some user who we were sharing the server with. I gave my resignation letter at 9 a.m. Server got down at 10 a.m. Of course, I didn't fix any server problems, but I modified the web application to work with what was left working on the server, and that was all I was willing to do for them. Me, a friend, and some other workers left the company too at the same time. It was a great hit, almost like if it was planned. Another friend stayed there and he told me that they've changed the way they behave with him. No more pressure, no more staying late. At least my area boss learned his lesson, but I know it's all about convenience. Never mind that, at least my friend can work in peace there, but he's also planning on quitting his job too and go to Europe. And this is how I quit my job speedrun. Ha, joking. Hugs to everyone. I hope you're having a good day. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to know when the new video comes out, and hit the like button to support the channel.